Good morning and welcome to Saturday special of Dr.Lamba's Awakening Call. People all over India, regardless of their religion, have understanding of Shiva. And that understanding is worldwide, globally. Imagine just that Nataraja, the king of dancers, that is exhibited even at the entrance of sun. Now you'll be amazed to know this. I am aware. But then, the CERN in Switzerland is the largest particle physics lab in the world. And the presence of this idol of Nataraj, who is also called Nagendra-haraya, the man who defeated Nagendra. And Nagendra stands for ego. As a matter of fact, this Nataraj Murti at the entrance of CERN in Switzerland reveals its capability as a metaphor for mysticism and science. Centuries back, there was a union of mysticism and science in India. And Nataraj is symbol of that, but is much more than a symbol. It is a basis of the entire phenomena that is happening. And that phenomena is an amazing revelation of the cosmic dance. Now, Nataraja as a word is made of Sanskrit word. Nat means actor. You can also call him the dramatic artist or even dancer. Raja, king. So etymologically, the king of Nadas is Nataraj. Now the question arises, what is Nat? And what drama is it, and who is the king? So this drama, the cosmic drama, is revealed in the pose of Nataraj when he is dancing. Theoretically, a great scientist, Fritjof Capra, I was reading his book, The Tao of Physics, and he mentions that both physics and metaphysics lead definitely, without any doubt, to the same understanding. And that is revealed in the understanding of Shiv and his pose of Nataraja. This Nataraja Murti you would find at the desk of most of the world leaders. Now, coming to science, you are aware that every subatomic particle performs an energy dance. It's a pulsating process of creation and destruction to no end. And by itself is a definite quantum of energy. Now, if every subatomic particle is a definite quantum of energy, that reveals the reality. Because so is cosmos. And so is individual world of human beings. It is a dance. And who are the performers? Performers are three trigunas. Trigunas are and attributes, three attributes. Tri is three, guna, three attributes. And they constitute the psyche. And the psyche is not the dance. This dance is a collaboration of trigunas and the interaction of Panchbhutas. The Panchbhutas are five constituents of physical manifestation that make for ongoing process. So this is a continuous process. The five elements combine with triguna, and then there is dance. But then there can be no dance without a dancer. And the dance is not something which is by itself. It is by itself, but it is also directed by a definite intelligence. So here the dancer is a non-tangible, intelligent, fundamental tattva. Tattvas are principles. And that is Nataraja. The psychological manifestation of consciousness is attributed and rooted in trigunas. Now, what are those trigunas? There can be a variety of them. For example, there can be sattva, truth, clarity, stability, rajas, the word power, activation, projecting power, and tamas, inertia, unwilling power, and the physical manifestation as panchbhutas. Now, what are those five elements? Panch is five, bhutas are elements. They are Akash, which is sky, Vayu, which is wind, Agni, fire, Jal, water, and Prithvi, the earth. So why are these trigunas said to be in a dance? That is because the pattern of trigunas is cyclic. They are in a state of flux, like subatomic elements. They are always in a state of flux. And this can be experienced with increased awareness, the ability to see through the patterns. These three gunas constitute creation, and creation can be understood as Maya, that's illusion, Prakriti, which is nature, Nam Rupa, or Samsara. Samsara is a word. Now, Sattva, the truth, is a state of balance between being overactive and underactive. A state of being in balance, perfect. And that helps in obtaining clarity and wisdom. It's the purest and the most harmonious, progressive increase in sattva. And that increase is the way to liberation, moksha, salvation. Now, rajas is the quality of energy, change, activity, passion. But if there is excessive rajas, that causes anger, anxiety, fear, irritation, restlessness, and stress. And then comes the third gun. So sattva, rajas, tamas. Tamas is a state of inactivity, dormant. It is responsible for our sleep and rest. But if you have excessive tamas, it leads to laziness, apathy, insensitivity, depression, and ultimately a feeling of grief. Now, the human behavior is a combination of these three gunas, three attributes. And the attribute that's most dominant constitutes the behavior of an individual. The dissolution of the gunas is not possible for the physical body, but you can transcend them. And Nataraja is in fact a process of sublimation. Now, since we understand everything as a separate life form, we individualize it as Nataraj for our perception. We cannot see the dancer because of our vision. Our attention is surface oriented. It's fixed on name and form, root, that's form. We want a physical manifestation. But this dancer is existence, consciousness, and bliss. So to experience it, the human beings gave it a form of Nataraj. That is to understand the reality of this dawn of the gods. Human beings want everlasting existence. We don't want to die. Howsoever sick we may be, howsoever old we may be, howsoever tiring the life is, nobody wants to die. No, some people want to die. This is a sense of astitva. Astitva is the existence. We want to be known as intelligent. We want to be known as wise and well informed. This is the urge to be, to live, to exist. We want to be happy, we don't want pain. That is love, priya. In our sensory account and contact with the multiplicity of forms, we seek all these three: Asti, Bhakti and Priya, the love, the wisdom and the wise. So, that is internal. The form is ephemeral, but the love is eternal. And one of the most beautiful names of Shiv is Nagendra-haraya. Nagendra-haraya is one who wears a garland of snakes. And that is, snake is ego, the conqueror of ego. He defeated Nagendra. So the intriguing name should be understood, because when he defeats the snake, crushes his ego, then he transcends all. So this intriguing name should be clearly understood to appreciate the greatness, love and compassion of Shiv. All those things that are feared, snake is feared, rejected and condemned by people, are accepted by God. Shiv. Look, he drank poison, halal. That's why his throat is blue, because of that poison, and it's called Neelkant. Snakes we fear and shove. Then ashes of the dead body are inauspicious. But Shiva wears a snake, drinks poison, and smears his body with the ashes of a dead body. He adorns his body with those things which human beings shun. That shows the cosmic dance in entirety, that as humans you reject those things, and as God you accept those things. Now in Ramchatramanas, Goswami Tulsidas points out that Shiv as the Adi Guru. Adi Guru is the very embodiment of knowledge. Even though the crescent moon is crooked in shape, it is object of worship and associated with Shiv. And then Shiv does not dwell on our sins. Now let's be very clear. And this is stated by Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. Irrespective of how good or bad you may be, Shiv is the nature of forgiveness and love, and sometimes punishment. When he forgives you hundreds of times, as Krishna did, and then punishes you. But anyone who takes shelter at his feet is neither condemned nor judged. And that's why Guru Gobind Singh himself said, De Shiva Varmoya, Lord Shiva, give me the boon that I should do everything which is good and virtuous. Shubh karmante kabhu na daru, na daru aso jai preet laru. Nischay kar apni dil karu. So give me the power to fight. Fight for the right and die while fighting. So that boon can be given by Shiva. And Shiva is ready to lift and make him the most sinful and malevolent person adored and worshipped. So, he defeats ego, serpent, and we worship serpent. There are temples of serpent, as a matter of fact. Therefore, along with Shiva, even snake becomes the object of worship. Similarly, the monkey, the Vana, is worthy of worship when associated with Ram. Hanuman, had he not been associated with Ram, would not be worshipped. Now, as I said, this snake represents the ego, selfishness. And snake is full of toxins and poison, so is ego. So emerge from hatred, jealousy, fear and anxiety. Why is snake attacking you? Because it's afraid of you. So don't be afraid. Don't be anxious. And be self-contained. Avoid the offense and defense. And just like the snake, which attacks you and bites you, the ego spits out its poison on the world. And what's the poison that we spit out as human beings? Dirty words, angry words, foul words. So Shiva tamed his ego, this poison snake, and sports a coiled serpent out his neck. And that becomes a docile creature fit to be loved. Now it's realized that the master, the Guru, is Shiva alone. He alone can do it. On the other hand, the realized master is the blessing in this world. And in him, the sense of identity is there. So, he can save you and lead you to salvation. Nataraja represents three levels: the spiritual, the creation, the cosmos, and the ultimate salvation. As I said in the beginning, it is the unique combination of mysticism and science. And this is possibly only in this culture, Hindu culture. A great revelation, a great understanding of the molecular physics and quantum physics coupled with mysticism is represented in Nataraja, the king of dancers, who defeats the very poisonous things and makes them worthy of worship. So what about the human beings? You can be worthy of worship, provided you bow to Shiva. Thank you.